Good morning. My name is Michael Fitzgerald. I'm the Assistant Director of the Department of Environmental Services Air Resources Division. Today is Thursday, January 8th, 2026, and it's just past 11 a.m. This hearing is being held to receive public comment on the proposed amendments by the Department of Environmental Services Air Resources Division, referred to as the Department, to the New Hampshire Code of Administrative Rules, specifically Rules Env-A 3200 NOx Budget Trading Program. The rulemaking notice for these rules was published in the New Hampshire Rulemaking Register on December 4th, 2025, as notice number 2025-282, and emailed to the department's extended list of stakeholders. It was also posted on the department's website. This hearing is being held on the date and at the time and location indicated in those notices. During this hearing, we are receiving comments and taking clarifying questions on proposed amendments to Env-A 3200. This hearing is being held in person as well as via remote access. Remote access is via Microsoft Teams to allow increased access for everyone interested in the public hearing rulemaking process. To speak at this hearing, the department will first recognize those attending in person who have filled out a white card located in the front of the room. The department will then recognize those participating remotely who wish to comment by using the raise hand function in Teams. For those who are participating via Teams who wish to comment, they can do so by using the menu at the top of the window and clicking on the icon of a hand with the raise below it. These instructions will be on the screen during the comment period. When called upon by me, please state your name, the organization, if any, that you are representing, your city or town of residence, or the city or town where the organization you represent is located. Finally, the department will recognize the call-in only attendees who are seeking to provide oral testimony. For those participants, they can raise their hand by pressing *5 on their phone. At the end of the hearing, we will ask each person participating remotely if they would like to comment to ensure that there weren't technical difficulties that prevented participation and comment. Our call-in number is 1-603-931-4944, and the phone conference ID is 887-428-759#. That's 887-428-759#. Call-in only attendees can raise their hand by pressing *5 and mute by pressing *6. The department has provided two mechanisms to alert us if you're having trouble accessing the hearing via Teams. One, you can call Lee LaMontagne at 603-271-0684, 603-271-0684, or you can email Lee at lee.w.lamontagne, that's LAMONTAGNE at des.nh.gov. I'll repeat, lee.w.lamontagne, LAMONTAGNE at des.nh.gov. Please note this hearing is also being recorded. Anyone wishing to submit written comments in lieu of speaking during the hearing, or if you experience unresolved difficulties with electronically raising your hand or calling in during the hearing, please submit your comments in writing via email to NHDESrules, all one word, NHDESrules at des.nh.gov prior to the deadline of 4 p.m. on Friday, January 16th, 2026. Those who provided oral comments during this hearing may also provide those comments in writing prior to the deadline of January 16th. After the close of the comment period, the department will consider all comments received and will decide whether to revise the rules in response to such comments. The department will file its final proposed rules for consideration by the Joint Legislative Committee on Administrative Rules, also known as JLCAR, and post those rules plus a summary of comments received and the department's responses thereto on the department's website. We anticipate that the rules will be reviewed by the JLCAR at their meeting in February or March of 2026, though that date is subject to change. Kathy Beam, our SIP planning administrator, will now provide a brief overview of the proposed amendments to Env-A 3200.
The New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services is proposing to readopt Env-A 3200 NOx Budget Trading Program, which implements the NOx Budget Program established by state law and requires reductions in ozone season NOx emissions from NOx budget sources in order to further the effort to achieve the National Ambient Air Quality Standards, or NAAQS, for ozone. At this time, the department is proposing to readopt Env-A 3200 with no changes. The rule was scheduled to expire on January 1, 2026, but is subject to extension pursuant to RSA 541-A:14-a.
Thank you. Okay, so we have no attendees here in person today, so we'll bypass that. Is there anyone on the phone or on Teams who wishes to comment? All quiet. Okay. So seeing no one else who wishes to comment, this hearing is hereby closed. I remind you that written comments may be submitted on or before 4 p.m. January 16th, 2026. You may submit written comments to Carla McManus, Planning and Rules Manager, Air Resources Division, New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services, P.O. Box 95, Concord, New Hampshire, 03302-0095, or you can email again to NHDES-rules, all one word, NHDES-rules@des.nh.gov. Thank you for participating. And hearing is hereby closed.
Thank you.